It's May 25th, 2021, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell. Dr. Anthony Fauci says people are misinterpreting the CDC's new mask guidelines. He says you should still wear a mask if you're not vaccinated from COVID-19. Anti-vaccine advocates responded by saying, "Don't tread on me," and "Don't resuscitate me." CNN News anchor Chris Cuomo says he's sorry that he secretly advised his brother, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, on how to deal with the Love Gov's sexual harassment scandals. CNN does not plan to punish Cuomo for this breach of journalism ethics, as being related to America's worst governor is apparently punishment enough. Google announced that they will open their first physical store location in the Chelsea area of Manhattan. The store will be sure to carry their best-selling product, your information. A report from the International Association of Chiefs of Police says low morale is hurting nationwide efforts to recruit new police officers. The association plans to boost morale and recruitment by funding a reboot of Police Academy. Except in this one, Tackleberry is fired for using excessive force. A new poll from Ipsos and Reuters shows 53% of Republicans surveyed believe Donald Trump is still the president of the United States. The NFL has already denied responsibility for the brain damage in that 53% of Republicans. Ipsos and Reuters was also my favorite 70s yacht rocker. United Airlines is offering free air travel to customers who have been vaccinated against COVID-19. Meanwhile, Spirit Airlines is requesting their passengers get a shot of penicillin to stop the spread of syphilis on their flights. Guilty. Yeah. Lego will sell a rainbow-colored set in honor of Pride Month starting on June 1st. In the spirit of equality, stepping barefoot on one of these Legos will hurt just as much as other Legos. Hey, how would you like to write a joke for Sketchworks NewsBrake? Huh? Well, now you can, since that's one of the many awesome rewards on our new Patreon, along with exclusive rehearsal and backstage content, now that we're doing live shows again, swag giveaways, and so much more. Head over to patreon.com/sketchworkscomedy and help Tim, Allie, and all the Sketchworks actors and writers get the pizza party they deserve. And that's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Say hi to your mom for me. It's May 25th, 2021, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell. A man in the UK was arrested for selling an active World War II-era bomb on eBay. The package was addressed to "Totally Not a Terrorist, Gaza Strip." Speaking of Gaza, Israel and Hamas finally agreed to a ceasefire after weeks of fighting. The agreement states that they will stop killing each other until the next time they kill each other. Start saving those Bitcoins and Dogecoins because you may be able to buy NFTs of popular viral internet videos. Someone paid more than $760,000 for a digital exclusive version of the well-known "Charlie Bit My Finger" video. Or you could pay me that much for an NFT of my interview on the Today Show from 2004. I'll even throw in a 2020 ATL Sketchfest t-shirt that we never got to use. Staying right here in Atlanta, Falcons wide receiver Julio Jones surprised fans when he announced he plans to leave Atlanta and join a team where he can actually win. What's really surprising is he didn't turn his decision into a 2-hour primetime ESPN special. A Gillette razor commercial says that women should be proud of their pubic hair, whether or not they shave. It also says that men should be proud, whether or not they're coughing up hairballs. A 9-year-old boy in Indiana found $5,000 cash while cleaning the family's used SUV. The boy's father had a difficult time believing his son's story because, as we all know, kids are liars. Florida's governor signed a law that makes it illegal for social media companies to ban political candidates before an election. The law does include a notable exemption for companies that own theme parks, namely Disney, which just so happens to have a theme park in Florida. In surprisingly unrelated news, Twitter plans to open a theme park where you can get trolled and harassed in real life. And hopefully, this time, that's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Say hi to your mom for me. Please don't start again. Please don't start again. Please don't start again. It's still May 25th, 2021, and this is still Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell, and I am apparently in hell. New York mayoral candidate Andrew Yang says his favorite subway stop is Times Square. It's like saying your favorite New York pizza is Sbarro. After misconduct cases, Canada is appointing more female military generals, meaning all that stands between the release of highly classified information is a half bottle of rosé at book club. U.S. Senator Rand Paul says he will not get the COVID-19 vaccine because, as he puts it, he already had the disease and he has natural immunity now. Plus, drinking bleach didn't work quite as well as he thought it would. Racist Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot says that she will no longer give interviews to white journalists. This won't be a problem for CNN since they don't employ any journalists. The top executive at discount airline Ryanair is accusing the Belarusian government of state-sponsored hijacking after its military forced a Ryanair flight to land so it could arrest a dissident journalist on board. Meanwhile, Spirit Airlines is planning to charge "we're being forced to land in an Eastern European country so a corrupt government can arrest you" fee. You can now check the Spirit Airlines joke on your Sketchworks NewsBrake bingo card. Twice, since we also did one in an earlier episode today. It seems like so very long ago. Employee complaints at Microsoft say that women were often degraded and abused. The company says the claims are false because they would never do something that isn't PC. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Ask your mom to please, dear God, help me. Here we are again. It's May 25th, 2021, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell. Maybe if we do just a flood of entertainment news, this whole nightmare will come to an end. Up for auction, a rare proof copy of the first Harry Potter book containing many misprints. For example, throughout the book, he is called Harry Pooper. The Wall Street Journal reports Amazon plans to buy legendary Hollywood movie studio MGM for almost $9 billion. Amazon plans to replace MGM's iconic roaring lion with one of its warehouse workers peeing in a soda bottle. Hey, you should listen to the Wall Street Journal Morning Read every weekday on Audible.com. That newsreader, Alexander Quincy, is brilliant, I tell you, brilliant. The world breathed a sigh of relief this week. Why is that, you may ask? J-Lo and Ben Affleck were spotted together in Miami. After nearly 20 years, Bennifer is back. And you know what? I think these two are gonna make it. At Sunday's Billboard Awards, actress Megan Fox stunned onlookers by showing up with a cadaver. Megadeth has fired bass player David Ellefson following misconduct allegations. When your conduct is so bad you get kicked out of Megadeth, you got some serious problems. One of the writers who worked on Seinfeld says he believes Cosmo Kramer would believe in both QAnon and Antifa. Being exposed to the Kenny Rogers Roasters neon sign will do that to you. Netflix is producing a rom-com starring Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, apparently she's still around. As Netflix puts it, Lohan will play a newly engaged and spoiled hotel heiress who finds herself in the care of a handsome, blue-collar lodge owner and his precocious daughter after getting total amnesia in a skiing accident. The NFL has already denied responsibility for the brain damage that made Hollywood executives greenlight yet another remake of Overboard. Speaking of remakes, that's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian.
But there's to be, beginning this effort for 2021 is, I think we've learned a few lessons from last year as well. There's help being there to help clear roads, rebuild main streets,